Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for my Aquarius collective. Any major Aquarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This reading could play out at any point in time. This reading may or may not be for you, but there's likely to be a message in here for you. Also keep in mind, energies can be swapped around, Aquarius. I could be speaking directly to you or to a cross watcher. So swap around the energies and don't cram yourself into a reading to fit your situation. Okay, Aquarius, let's jump in and see what kind of a message Spirit has in store for you. I think get ready to receive. Feeling like an Ace of Cups energy. Somebody here definitely has been waiting to receive some clarity. So I think there's going to be a release and you're going to want to be ready to receive some new information. I think something is shifting, Aquarius, and you're about to see things in a whole new light. So, you know, sometimes we can't see things at face value, and I kind of feel you're being asked to re-examine a situation from another angle in order to see something differently. So get ready to embrace a new outlook. Maybe you're going to be receiving a message which is going to change the way that you see a situation, but I think you're preparing for a brand new life. So whatever difficulties you've been facing, Aquarius, I kind of feel like your life is about to look drastically different. And maybe it's just going to be a shift in your perception. So let's see what needs to come through for my Aquarius collective. What other energies need to come through for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spend time in nature. So you're really going to want to retreat. If you've been feeling like you've been overworking or your life's been getting really busy, you might want to just take a step back and connect with Mother Earth. I think you're going to want to get grounded. There's without a doubt something that you're releasing. Maybe it's time to release control of a situation and let the universe do what it needs to do, because I feel you have been practicing unconditional love. I think you have been working on showing love to yourself, which is going to really promote healthier relationships in your life. So maybe you're letting go of something toxic that's no longer serving this next cycle that you're stepping into. I think if you've been dealing with somebody criticizing you, or you've recently gone through a rejection or a redirection, I think you're going through a period of reflection when it comes to what it is that you need to heal. And maybe you need to call in a new group of friends. Maybe you're working on calling in some new spiritually minded connections. But I kind of feel you're going through a rejuvenation. So maybe you have been spending some time in solitude, trying to quiet the mind and connect to spirit. But let's see what else needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck. So what's been withheld from you? Communication, emotions. I think something's been withheld. This is feeling like a Four of Pentacles. So, you know, a miser energy. And maybe somebody's been withholding, bringing forward an offer of some sort, trying to find their determination. Or maybe you're trying to find your determination to quit withholding back your truth or something of that sort. But let's see what needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck. Oh my God. Time's up is what I just heard. I think get ready for some obstacles to be removed. Some obstacles are going to be removed, and I think you've been very patient, and I feel with the patience in reverse, time's up. You might be losing your patience too, waiting for some challenges to come to an end, but I feel you've recently been going through some challenges, some obstacles, and I think all of those blockages are about to be removed in order to clear the pathway. Yeah, and I think you're really learning to be emotionally vulnerable. Disconnecting, relaxing, going within, definitely working on any self-worth issues for sure. Crumpling up that old version of yourself when it comes to not believing in yourself, because I think you've got your hopes and your wishes and your intentions set. And I think you're trying to manifest blessings and perhaps even a past life connection. But I think you've been facing challenges, navigating carefully, and any previous obstacles are about to be removed. So I feel you're in the beginning stages of perhaps a heart chakra awakening when it comes to bringing forward some emotional vulnerability. And maybe somebody's been withholding their emotions towards you. It's kind of feeling like somebody's been watching, lurking in the background, maybe facing some challenges and some blockages when it comes to coming forward, and you're kind of just being asked to go within and disconnect, relax, let the universe do what it needs to do as an obstacle is removed and kind of clears the pathway forward. So let's see what needs to come through with the Quantum Oracle deck. I think you've been playing it safe. Somebody's been playing it safe, and the family foundation is in focus. So somebody's been maybe thinking about bringing in an offer. Maybe somebody's looking at you as somebody they want to build a family with. It's feeling like a crossroads energy, a decision, a very important decision is about to be made. And somebody, I think, has just kind of been playing it safe, sitting in the sidelines of their own life. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Aquarius. The Sacred Temple. A milestone moment, professional assistance. So maybe somebody's needing to seek some professional guidance. I kind of feel this energy of a new foundation, but definitely something needs to be released. What do you need to let go of? It might be a loss, but this loss is definitely going to lead you towards some happy success and perhaps a foundation. I think you're releasing a status quo foundation. Maybe a false foundation has recently crumbled to the ground, closing out a cycle of materialism. Remember that Four of Pentacles energy, materialism and greed. And there's going to be a shift in consciousness. And I do think there's going to be a loss. But this is going to be a milestone moment. I think there is victory here. There's going to be an event or a shakeup that gets somebody to choose a new direction. And I feel some change here, a change in foundations, profound life transformation. And maybe you're, reevaluating your family, your friends. I think you're connected with your guides, and you have been trying to piece together some pieces recently when it comes to some fragmented energy. So I do think you've recently gone through some upheaval, and I do feel it's been pretty heavy. But somebody is planning to take some action in a new direction, and maybe you're a healer of some sort. Somebody is needing to seek some guidance, maybe digging a little bit deeper. But I do feel like this energy of a signing of a new contract, which will lead you in a beautiful new direction, leading you on the pathway to healing. But we got a couple of twos here, so an important decision is going to need to be made. Let's see what else needs to come through with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Yeah, it's time to leave something behind. It's time to go. There's been a foundation where it's been a never-ending cycle, a never-ending story, maybe feeling like 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, feeling like you're not making any headway. And, when we are in karmic relationship cycles, it just feels like we don't get any progress. We don't get any footing. And so maybe it's kind of time to recognize that you've spent a lot of time on something and it's just not yielding any rewards, any growth. And I feel with the timing card, once again, I think you've been patient with somebody, and maybe it's kind of time to just count your losses in order to, bring these blessings in. And this is definitely connected to a mission of some sort. That's my Jesus conscious energy. Chop wood, carry water. What do we do before we awaken? We chop wood, we carry water. What do we do after we awaken? We do the same thing. So I kind of feel an activation of some mission work and tapping into the vastness of your consciousness with the imagination. And there's definitely a higher power at work. So this has divinely got to change. And I also feel this energy of maybe having to clean up some past baggage. But I kind of feel an activation of some sort with the imagination. And I feel like you've been kind of going fishing in the dark, really doing a lot of shadow work and being that observer. Taking a step back, observing your surroundings, the people you're connected with. I also get this energy of maybe somebody's been lurking in the background, watching, observing you, figuring out how to approach. And there's a higher power getting one or both of you in this situation to really understand why you've chosen to repeat the same lesson over and over again, so you can, break a relationship cycle and build a solid new foundation. So I think an opportunity to build with somebody, but I think you've been working on a solid foundation of self. And this is going to bring in somebody that I feel has been watching you, maybe watching you transform your life, Aquarius. Let's jump in with the tarot. and see what other energies need to come through for you. Page of Cups, death. So I do feel, you know, there's definitely something coming to an end. Death is inevitable change. Nothing stays the same. Shedding our old ways, bringing in this transformation. So scorpionic energy. And then we get this Page of Cups. So, you know, after all endings do come that new beginning. And I feel maybe an opportunity to start a new cycle in love. And I think if you've recently gone through a spiritual awakening, you're likely very emotionally vulnerable. But whatever this offer, this invite is that's coming in, is going to lead to a lot of contentment. So I feel this is what you've been imagining. This is what you've been praying for. And some doorway is opening up. But it's going to require action. And I feel you've likely been manifesting this way back when Jupiter was in Pisces. And now that Jupiter is in Aries, I feel the time is now for some action. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Aquarius. Imagine. If you can imagine it, if you can believe in it, then you can bring anything into your life, Aquarius. So, wow, fated, destined movement forward. After a period of confusion, I think disillusionment, self-delusion, self-deception, going through profound transformation, preparing for a new life, and it's going to bring in a big cup of love. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Scorpio and Cancer. But I think in the past there was some deception. I feel going through any delusions, but there's definitely a lot of growth and expansion. Something's moving forward. There's fated, destined change to get you moving, to get you in control of your life, in control of your emotions, getting back in the driver's seat and taking some action. And maybe you're going to have a lot of options coming in here. The Seven of Cups can mean a lot of options, but I feel with the scorpionic energy coming through, you're going to have to be careful what you choose. You're going to want to choose carefully because not all of these options are coming in with a sincere cup of love. And so I kind of feel weighing out your options, observing your options, working through, you know, some illusions, and really sitting in some feminine energy when it comes to maybe some past deception. I feel maybe that's kind of what's holding you back. Maybe you were deceived in the past in a status quo foundation, but I feel breaking free from the norm. I think breaking free from society standards. And there's that offer again. We got a Page of Wands, dead central energy. Bottom of the deck, a Page of Swords. So there is something new, something fresh. Pages are fresh, new energy, but I feel there's still something that needs to be transformed before this offer can come in. So I feel shedding any layers, like peeling back the onions of self to figure out what it is that you truly want in your life. And I feel you have been doing a lot of shadow work, definitely going through an awakening of some sort. Maybe you've gone through a recent shock of some sort to kind of shake you out of an illusion. And maybe you're feeling foolish for some past energy. Maybe you got duped in the past. Maybe you were dealing with a narcissist in the past that really manipulated you and messed with your mind. But I feel you've gone through a period of healing. Maybe you've been working on yourself for the past 4 years, getting ready for something new. And I feel the time is now for something new. Absolutely. Brand new couple love coming in. And I feel there's a lot of emotions here. Somebody has had their eye on you for a while, and there's some passion here. So I do feel get ready to receive a message, and maybe this message is going to, you know, create a lot of internal conflict, or maybe, you know, there's been a lot of outside influences, and somebody's needing to, you know, seek some guidance. But I feel there's going to be a message coming, a text, an email, something small, and I think it's going to create a level of discomfort because I think you're unsure. You're unsure. So let's take a look at this Five of Swords. I really don't like this Five of Swords. Other than that, everything else is looking pretty beautiful here, Aquarius. So Ace of Cups reverse, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords. So I think somebody's been deluding themselves in a foundation that I think maybe they've spent a lot of time on building and growing, but I don't think they're making any headway is kind of what I'm feeling. And I think there's been a lack of acknowledgement that maybe somebody's been in an unrequited love situation, not wanting to feel this ending because, you know, all endings hurt. But I feel a commitment is coming up to be addressed where there's not been equal giving and receiving. And I kind of feel communicating that, hey, I'm really not in love anymore and I want to go in a new direction. So I think get ready for an unexpected revelation when it comes to somebody wanting to plant their seeds in a new direction. Maybe somebody you've been dealing with. But I'm going to look at this Seven of Cups because I think, yeah, I think you have been going within trying to figure out what it is that you really want. What is going to bring you emotional contentment? I think going into any cycle patterns when it comes to some childhood trauma, definitely an energy of being deeply wounded, going into that core wound as to maybe why you have not felt worthy of ultimate contentment. So it could be dealing with a Virgo or a Sag, but I feel really going within to try and figure out what it is that you truly want. So I think you've been going through a period of solitude for quite some time. And maybe you've had your heart blocked off to new love because you were deeply hurt and betrayed in the past. But there is a new offer coming in, and I think it's going to come in as a shock. And I think it might even trigger another layer of awakening or activation. So let's take a look at this death energy because it's feeling like success is around the corner. But there is a need, I think, to go into another layer of revelation when it comes to any past betrayals. When it comes to any fears about having everything that it is that you deserve, because you're bringing everything you prayed for into fruition. Wishes are being granted, but you maybe got to release any addictions. Maybe it's a death to overindulging. Gemini energy, Pisces, and I feel coming out of an illusion. And you're coming out the victor. I think you've definitely been dealing with all kinds of challenges. Getting you to go through a heart expansion of some sort, to make peace with any past betrayal. Maybe you were deeply hurt and stabbed in the back in the past, and it's really created this energy of overthinking everything or expecting the worst. Maybe you've been struggling with some sleepless nights. But I feel really, really trying to find that balance and peace with any past betrayal. So let's take a look at this King of Cups, because this is what you got coming in. This is the outcome. You got a brand new passionate beginning here with the Ace of Wands. You got somebody coming in with a lot of love, with a brand new offer, wanting to, you know, ignite some passion. They're coming in with something solid and they're saying, hey, I'm ready to do the work no matter how long it takes. No matter how hard I got to try, I'm coming in. I'm ready to, you know, learn something new. New. This is not somebody from the past coming back. This is a brand new connection with the Pages. And I do feel somebody's kind of been watching, figuring out, you know, how to come in with an offer. Figuring out, like, hey, once I open Pandora's box, like, is this going to grow? Maybe somebody's fearing not having enough to offer. Capricorn energy. But I feel whatever offer's coming in, it's going to shift your perception. I think get ready for a wake-up call. No, this is not an illusion. This is a real solid offer coming in here. Maybe from a Pisces, from a water sign for sure. But I think there's fear because I do think in the past somebody deceived you. Maybe you were cheated on in the past or stolen from, lied to. But I think the energy is saying you're encouraged to take the steps that you're being asked to take, because I think there is a lot of love here. Maybe a connection that's going to really help you do that last layer of inner child healing. Deep past life connection. But I think it's going to trigger some fears. Maybe you're going to be afraid this is going to be another illusion. But I think you are being asked to give this person a chance, and to work through any fears and you know, lean into some passion. I think this could very well be a very healing relationship. So let's take a look at this new beginning, because I think you need to take a leap of faith. You know, not everybody's going to be your ex. Not everybody's going to turn out, you know, to be that person that hurt you, because this new beginning can very well lead to a higher level of commitment. I think it's going to be, you know, this fresh new energy. It's going to feel youthful, and it's very likely going to lead to some type of higher commitment, a higher level of engagement. But, you know, you need to know your worth. You need to know your value. You need to know that you're deserving of this. Could be dealing with a Taurus. So I think, yeah, some heart energy for sure is coming through, and this is what you deserve. This is exactly what you deserve. And I don't think in the past you got what it is that you deserved, Aquarius. And so there's some fear about this big cup of love coming in. But this is a connection that's going to be balanced. It's going to be honest. There's going to be open communication. There's a lot of love here. But what is it that you need to walk away from? Because you don't want to walk away from this opportunity, because there is a lot of love here. So I think maybe it's time to make peace with any past betrayal once and for all, to break free from the illusion that you're not worthy of a divine counterpart union, Cancer. Yeah, because I feel you're kind of at the crossroads, and you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to work on this or not? Because I kind of feel it's time to really know your worth and your value. You know, pre-Empress energy knows her worth, knows her value. Maybe you need to spend a little bit of time alone to know that you're worthy of this. But I feel a re-examination when it comes to what it is that you really want to focus on. So I kind of feel vitality being restored. But there is a need to make peace with the past, and you got to open up that heart. Somebody here has a blocked heart chakra because of some past heartbreak. But I feel divine timing says this is a loyal connection. This person's coming in with sincerity. And I think the Pandora's box is getting opened, and there's going to be no turning back. So let's see what else needs to come through. Messages from Spirit. This is definitely a relationship serving to teach you something very important about yourself. So pay attention. You're definitely going through a necessary transition at this time. So allow the change to occur. Allow the transformation to occur, and stop overthinking. Somebody here has been overthinking this situation, maybe playing into old obsessive thought patterns, and all of these external forces are trying to shake somebody awake, saying, hey, you deserve happiness, you deserve fulfillment, so what are you waiting for? I think Spirit wants to acknowledge you've really gone through it. You've gone through some very tough relationship cycles, but you have the strength to recover. But you have to decide to acknowledge and learn from the past, and you got to decide to go towards what will help you recapture that vitality. So I think a refocusing, a recentering, and meditation is really going to bring forward those answers. So I think a lot of maturity, a lot of wisdom is being achieved, and this is a connection that I think will help you learn, will help you grow. But there's a level of dishonesty here. So where do you need to get honest with yourself about what's really going on, what's really creating these blocks to manifesting everything that you prayed for? Because it's here. And I do believe your spiritual path is being illuminated, but we all have free will. So I think get ready to make an important decision. Get ready to embrace a whole new experience, a connection that will rejuvenate you, but you have to be willing to refocus and recenter and know that not everybody is going to be your past. And that's what I got for you, Aquarius. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading, check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.